everybody, wait there, I got another box. Oh, there it is, another box, 24.8 kilograms. Ho, ho, ho. Okay then, I've been sent another box from Engwe, and that's E-N-G-W-E, Engwe. I have done a few reviews before on Engwe bikes. I've done an Engine X review, look back on the channel. I've done a few reviews on that bike. I've done a few reviews on an Engwe EB2 Pro, and I've also done reviews on the Engwe M20. I couldn't quite remember all the bikes I did then. But look back on the channel and you'll see I've done plenty of reviews on Engwe bikes, and so far, so good. Everything's been reliable. And they've sent me this one now, the Engwe C20 Pro. And what we'll do now, we'll unbox it, have a quick peek around it, and then we'll go out on the old open road. Right, okay, my favourite way to open the box, which isn't the recommended way to open the box, is to cut this like so. Ahoy! Cut that like that. This should pull up quite easy, they always do. And a bit of a tug, like that. And then what I like to do then, which is not recommended, because if there's a fault with the bike, your box is ruined. But what I like to do then, is to put the knife in here, cut it down here like that, all the way down like that. Then on this side here, cut it down like that, la 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 la, without cutting the bike or cutting into any of the tyres, and then fold that down like that, and I've got a nice little platform to pull the bike out, and there's not going to get any dirt or mud on it. That's my preferred way, but not the recommended way. Anyway, I'll get all these bits out now. I don't know if you can see me down here. I'll get all these bits out, put it together, and we'll have a look together. Anyway, I'll get on with it. Right, okay then. It's all put together, look at that. Nice bike, isn't it? They've sent me a white one. Now it does come in white. I'll put the colours up on the side by here. Comes in a white, a grey and a black. So you've got a choice of 3 colours. Ooh, right, so, and it's folding, similar to some of the other Engwe bikes. It's a folding e-bike, so it folds in the middle there. Battery is housed in this part here. This handlebar folds down, and then it has got height adjustment on the handlebars, which is very, very nice, because if you're a bit taller or a bit shorter or whatever, the handlebars will go up and down, and there's plenty of adjustment on the seat. I'll just show you. This seat is, you know, it says to stop about, I think it's got a mark there, so it says to stop there. I mean, you'd have to be pretty tall to be sitting that high, wouldn't you? But you can see it's got plenty of adjustment there, so I'll put that back down to me, because I'm only 5'10", so I'll put it a bit lower. Put that there like that. Bike's going to fall over. Let me just move it slightly like that. And the handlebars do go up and down there, like up there, and then it goes up to, it says maximum height is there. So that's quite nice too. Ooh. But I won't be having it that high. I think I'll have it down by, it has got numbers on there, so I'll put it down to about number 8, something like that. That'll suit me fine. So this bike is 36 volts, 250 watts, so it's legal. It's legal in the UK. Somebody might argue it's not legal, but I think it is. Now, it has got a half twist throttle there, so this is the part where people will go, ooh, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit, hey, hey, right? But this comes disabled. This is completely disabled. If I turn this bike on here now, I don't know if you can see that display there. I'll put it on number 2 or 3 or 4. That will do nothing. It's absolutely doing nothing at all. Nothing, okay? So that comes disabled from the factory, and what you've got to do to enable it, if you wish to do so, but if you do, it will not be legal. So let me turn the bike off, like so. Bike is turned off with the switch there, power. I'm going to hold this throttle all the way back. I'm going to hold this lever closed like that tight, and I'm going to turn the bike on like so. When the display comes on, I'm going to leave go with the power button, and I'm going to keep holding these for about 10 seconds. I haven't been counting, so I'm just going to stand here for a while yapping until I think 10 seconds is gone. And then when I think 10 seconds is over, I'll leave go with the throttle and the handlebar, which I think it's around about now. It might be a bit longer than 10 seconds, I'm not quite sure. So I'll yap a little bit longer and I'll leave go. Now when I put that up to 3 or 4 now, I'm going to have to lift the back wheel slightly, but the back wheel is going around. You have to trust me, you can't see it from this camera angle, but the back wheel is going around. Now down here is the 36 volt 250 watt motor, and the lettering is M092010D. Now I think this is, it looks like a Bafang motor. It looks exactly like a Bafang motor, but I think it's made by a different company. I'll put the name on the screen now. And the company is Bafang. It's an offshoot of Bafang, basically. And that's a 20-inch wheel. So it's a 20-inch wheel with a hub motor in the middle, and we've got a 3-inch tyre. Right, so it's got a rack on the back there. That comes pre-fitted. That's already fitted on the bike when it comes in a box. You have to put the pedals on yourself. That's straightforward and pretty easy. The handlebars, this comes in a box as well, so you've got to fit that yourself. Make sure the bolt inside there is done up really tight. It's got a locking mechanism there to stop this from coming undone. If I can turn that there, you just see if I can turn that there. That's got a locking mechanism, so that keeps that in there. We got a front light down by here. There is no rear light, there's just a reflector on the back of the seat there. The light button is on here. The information button is on the side there. The power button's under there. That's your minus and plus. And then you've got the screen up here, so we just turn the screen on if you haven't seen one before. Quite a few Bafang motors have got this type of screen where you can see your miles per hour, and then if I press the up and down button, you've got your levels there, which goes up to 5. And obviously you can go back down to 0 and pedal yourself if you want, which is, you know, if you want to get some exercise. But the funny thing is, it came to me in a box with 0.4 miles in it, which is a bit weird because it was all packed up and it doesn't look like it's being used at all. So, mystery there on the 0.4 miles, but there we are. So there we are, there is the bike, look. You can see it's folded there, nice welds. I do like a nice weld, and I've shown this before on it, and then Engwe bikes. The key goes under there, and when you turn the bike on under here, that locks the key in. When you turn it like that, you can get the key out. So when it locks that way, the key is locked in. When you turn that way, the key comes out. Turn it even further, and you can slide the battery out to here when this is undone. The C20 Pro, which is the upgraded version, comes in at £949. It has an estimated range of 60 to 70 kilometres in electric mode and 100 to 150 kilometres in moped mode. This is dependent on riders' weight and weather. The C20 claims to have a climbing range of 20% and a top speed limited to 25 kilometres per hour. Maximum load is 150 kilograms and the bike weight is 24.8 kilograms. The battery is removable and slides out of the main body, and the bike can be folded to be more compact, so storing or transporting the C20 Pro should be fairly straightforward. The adjustable seat and handlebar height should make it suitable for many different sized e-bike riders. Hey, right then, here we are, out on the open road on the old Engwe C20, giving it a little bit of a test ride, and I'll only put it on 0 a minute, but there, I'll put it on 0, just pedal along as if it's just a bike. And the first thing to note is, it's a very, very, very comfortable bike. Engwe make very comfortable bikes, and this is no exception. The seat is you know, very, very comfortable. The 3-inch wide tyres, they're good, they're pretty good. So I'll put it on number 1, and we'll see, let's have a little second gear there, and feel what kind of, you know, give it what it feels like. And it's giving a little bit of power. I feel it's quite nice, so let's put on number 2, and then, yeah, a little bit more power, and you know the story, the further up you go, the more power it gives you. So let's go all the way to level 5, full power! Right, full power here, coming up a little bit of a hill here, and remember, this is a genuine 36 volt, 250 watt e-bike, and it just took me up the hill quite easy there, so that was quite nice. Car's coming a bit close to me behind me there then, but here we go. So I'm pedalling on I got it on full power there, and I'm sort of ghost pedaling now at the moment because trying to get away from the cars and stuff, and it's not bad, it's got a little bit of pep. Right, so up ahead now I'm going to turn right that way there, and I'm going to go up a hill, give it a hill test, see what a 36 volt 250 watt e-bike is like up hills, and it does feel quite quite good, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm not expecting the bike to take me up here without me pedalling, because it is a 36 volt 250 watt e-bike, so it's not going to be loads and loads of power, but I'm actually it is actually taking me up here at the moment on this part of the hill. I'm sort of ghost pedaling, my legs are going round, but I'm not doing any work at all, and that's on level assist 5. Oh, there's a car coming. Let me try and hope the car stops for me. Well done. There we are, well done. Most cars don't stop for you. They're supposed to stop because they're supposed to give 1.5 metres of room, and if you're on a mountain road, they're supposed to stop. And that's the first one that stopped since, I don't know how long. If you see me squinting and pulling funny faces, there's loads of gnats flying in my face, so I can't let that. I'm on a mountain road. Right, I'm still ghost pedaling, so I don't know. I think Engwe's got a special sort of magic sauce, because it always seemed to be a bit more peppy than the other e-bikes. But so far, I haven't got a sweat on at all. So the hill does get higher by here now. Into the dark tunnel. Whoa! Old railway bridge this is. Right, so let's get out by here now. Now the hill does get a bit steeper by here, and if anybody has watched my previous e-bike tests, my CYC motor packed in on this hill by here. So it's a good test, isn't it? It is a good test. Hills don't show up very well on the old camera, but here we go. This is the hill now. So if it makes it up to the... If this can make it up to the cattle grid, I'm going to have to pedal a bit. I'm going to have to stop. There's a big van coming, so I'm going to have to stop now. That van's not going to stop. White man van never stops. They never stop. They just keep going. Alright. Right, there we go. Past white van man. And we'll pedal up this hill. And we'll have the sweat test. So, if I break a sweat, then that means I've got to use a lot of energy. If I don't break a sweat, then we're on to a winner. But we're doing about 10.4 miles per hour there, look. I'm in the second gear. We're on full power, obviously. And I'm not putting hardly any effort in, honestly. This is easy peasy. I'm quite surprised, actually. I'm quite surprised. It is a 250 watt motor, and it is a 36 volt battery. I'm not quite sure what the controller is. I should have a peek, shouldn't I? But let me just try this. If I just do throttle only, look, it is still taking me up the hill, look. But very slowly, look. It is taking me up. It's slowing down a bit now because the hill's getting a bit steeper. But let's keep pedaling. It just needs the slightest bit of pedaling. And this is a typical sort of South Wales hill. And look, there's the cattle grid there. Am I sweating? No. That was easy peasy. Oh, there we are then. So I think I'll keep going then, isn't it? I'll stop it by here now, and I'll feel the motor and see if anything's got hot or anything like that now. We're doing about 9 miles per hour now because it is a little bit steeper. I'm putting a little bit more effort in now. But still not breaking a sweat, so let's carry on going up the hill. There's a little lay-by on the left by, and I'll pull over and I'll do the old heat test and see how it goes. But so far, so good. And I must say, like I said earlier, very comfy bike. I'm not just saying that, it is a very comfy bike. Upright, you're almost sitting upright. The seat is very soft, and because there's plenty of adjustment on the seat and the handlebars, you can get a super comfortable position. Right, I'll pull over by here. By here, where it's levelled off now by here a bit, so I'll stop by here and we'll put the bike like that and take the glove off. It's a very small motor, look. That's not bad at all, is it? Let's put my hand in there. Oh, it's not even... It's cold. It's not even warm. Ah, super duper. Ah, fantastic. Here we are, look. Up that hill. I don't know if you can see. It's hard to see, but if you walked up here, you would get out the puff. But there's the bike, look. Out in the old mountain view. And it's not a bad looking bike either, is it? There's no suspension in the back, but you've got the front forks, which you can lock. I don't know why you'd lock them. I'd rather, keep my fillings. I'd rather my fillings stay in my teeth than fall out, so I keep that unlocked. And I think we've done a hill test. Let's do a brake test, see what the brakes are like when we go back down the hill. So when we come back down the hill, I'll do a brake test. It's not scientific, is it? But we'll do a brake test on the way down, and we'll see if it stops adequately. I haven't got any measuring devices, so if it stops quick enough, I can tell anyway, and I'll tell you what it feels like. Right, okay then, I've come back to the cattle grid here, look, and I'll do a brake test. I'll go up that hill behind me again, and I'll come down, and I'll put the brakes on, and hopefully I don't go flying off, and it's all controlled and lovely. I'll pop this camera here in front of me on there like that, because it is magnetic, so I can stick it on there, so you'll see me come towards the old, you'll see me come towards you and do the braking. I'll tell you if it's good or bad. It's probably going to be alright, they usually are. You've got to put a bit of effort in, but anyway, let's get on with this, stop waffling and have a go. Right, okay, cattle grid's down by there. We'll try and get up to the 15.5 miles per hour before we get to the cattle grid. Let's try and get up to speed quickly. There we are, we're up to 15, 16, 17 miles per hour, 18, 19, and then we'll put the brakes on now. Whoa! Whoa! Let me get down by here. Oh. I don't know if you could see me, I was a bit too far away then, so I think I'll do it again. I'll come around and I'll try and stop a bit closer this time. That was a bit skiddy, that was, but here we go again, take two. Right, here we go, attempt number 2. I'll try and go a bit closer to the camera this time so you can see me stopping a bit better. But the first attempt, the back brake locked up. Luckily the front brake didn't lock up, otherwise I'd have been on the floor. Let's try again. Here we go. I think we were about 18 miles an hour last time, but I'm trying to stay away from the gravel and stuff because it's not very good today, but I'll try. I can see a skid mark on the floor where I stopped. There we go. Oh, right, there we go. And if I stop by here now, have a look. I think you can see my stopping distances, look. I think this one here, I don't know if you can see this one here, was my first attempt, like that. Lost a bit of tyre, didn't I? And then this one was my second attempt, which is probably a similar distance if you add that bit to that bit. So there we go, about 80 miles an hour. That's how long it took me to stop there. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. It felt pretty quick. I've still got, my tyres are still left, I hope. Anyway, let's get on down that way. Right, okay then, that was pretty exciting. It did stop pretty well though. You just got to pull the levers a bit harder. I do prefer hydraulic brakes because you have to put less sort of power into pulling the brakes. And I do prefer bigger discs, but they are adequate. I've said this before, they do stop you. Because if it's locking up the brakes, if it locks up the wheels, you can't stop any faster than it can stop, if you know what I mean. As soon as the wheels lock up, that's as fast as you're going to stop. So there we are. I did lose a bit of traction on the back of the wheel, but that's expected when you're pulling the brakes hard. But anyway, let's carry on down this hill. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right, okay, the battery is in there, and I think the controller is in this bit here. So you push that forward there and undo that, and this is then the unlocking mechanism. So it is a bit difficult to undo, and once you start undoing it, you lose the side stand function. So let me move the camera out the way and try and open this up and unfold it so you can see what it's like. Right, okay, the bike is in the folded up position, and this is the battery here, look, and it's locked in at the moment. The key locks it in, so you lift that up like that so you can pull on it. You can't see, but the key is down by there. You turn the key you push the key up and turn, and it releases the rod, and then you pull the key out and that comes out. So I'll try it now. I'm pushing the key up, I've turned that, taken the key out, and then the battery comes out like that. And then I don't know if that's going to focus. If it does focus, I'll leave it on. If it doesn't focus, I'll take a photo of it and you can see what it says on there. But that's what it says on there. You can pause the video, have a look what it says. So that's that. That's the battery there, okay? But shall I take that off and have a little peek at the controller? Shall I have a look? Yeah, come on. I'll get a screwdriver. Right, okay, there's the controller. Controller for brushless motor. Rated voltage DC 36 volts. And it says minimum current 12, and then it's like a little plus 1 amps. So there we go. That looks like it's a 12 plus 1 amp maximum output. So you can do the maths. 12 times whatever it is will give you the sort of maximum output power. But there it is. There's the controller. Little tiny controller fitted in there. Does the job. Okay, so there's the C20 all folded up. Let's see if I can pick it up. It's 28 point, I think I've mentioned it before, 24.8 kilograms. So let's see if I can pick it up. I'll grab it by there, it's like somewhere there, and I can pick it up. And it is quite heavy, but it's manageable. And I wondered if I can lift it up this way. It is a thing here, look, like that. And I'm wondering if you can you could roll it along like that. You can, look, see, so there we are. So you could roll it to your car or whatever, and then pick it up. So there it is. So let's carry on. Right, okay then. Another test I like to do on these bikes, even if they're road bikes. I like to see what they're like on a little bit of soft off-roading. Only a little bit of soft off-roading, just to see what they like. It's not a scientific test. None of my tests are scientific. I just have a go, and then I tell you what it's like. So I'm going to put it in. I'll probably put it in number 1 there, the biggest gear, number 1. Full power, as always. If you're going to hit a hill, get in the old full power. So I'm going to go up there now. I've lost 1 bar of battery so far, but I've been doing loads of hill tests, so that's not too bad. So as I pull off, I'll put that in 1. We'll see if we can get up there. Like I said, hills, they don't show, but it is a big hill. If you walked up there, you'd get puffed out. Well, I would anyway. So I'm probably going to get puffed out pedaling up there. I might not make it up there because I'm getting old. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it. Slowly, because I will be going slow. So let's start pedaling first and then get into first gear. Come on, let's get going. Let's get going at first gear. Right, we're in first gear. We've got the pedal assist going. It's a bit bumpy. Hey. Right, there we go. This is a nice flat bed first. And then, it's a bit jumpy. Right, let's get going on. It's bouncing around a bit. I might have to stand up. I'll have to stand up. Can I make it up there? Can I make it up there? Whew. I'm not as young and fit as I used to be. It is assisting me. But it's starting to flatten out, look. You might hear me puffing and panting by now. But I have made it, look. I have made it. And you don't have to phone the ambulance either. Whew. Hey, it's flattened out now. Whew. I am puffed out. I'm going to have to cut the camera. I'll get back to you in a minute. Hey, there we go then. I did make it up here. I got my breath back now. That was a little bit hard for me, but the bike did make it up there and it did assist me. And I came from up, I'll try and point it out now. I came from down, right down by there somewhere, right down there, the bottom of the hill, and I just drove up here. I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but I was down there. You can see that house is down there, look. I was sort of down that level down there. Anyway, and now I've come up here, I got a nice view. I can see stuff. And the sun has come out, because the sun hasn't come out all day, but it's come out for me. That's very nice, isn't it? So anyway, that's the Engwe C20, and I think it's a very good bike. Remember, if you want to buy this bike, look in the links. There will be affiliate links, and use my affiliate link, and they know that you're watching my videos, and they know that, you're going through my affiliate link, so they might send me more bikes to test. and that's the way it works. And if you're looking for a genuine 250 watt, stay within legal limits bike, then this is the bike for you. It is a nice bike. It's got a carrying rack, it's got a comfy seat, it's got a nice seating position. It's got 3-inch wide tyres, which are quite light. The brakes are adequate as well. Nice good strong motor. 15.6 amp hour battery, which should last pretty well. I mean, there we are. There it is, the Engwe C20. So, if you enjoyed this video, go on, give it a like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Hoo-hoo-hoo!